the night, and it's the return of thunderstorms.
Yes, our meteorologist Allison Rogers here now with a look at what we can expect leading into the evening or throughout the evening tonight. Hi there, Allison.
Hey guys, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now impacting areas of Butler County. So this is going to be moving into Oxford here fairly soon. With this, you have a ton of heavy rainfall. You've also got a lot of frequent lightning with that as well. And this is going to be making its way into Riley Township here just north of Okeana and right around Oxford here fairly soon. It's very likely at this point, it looks like there could be some strong winds closer to about 50 to 60 miles per hour, right kind of on the leading edge of that storm. So that's going to be working its way into Oxford here, I would say within the next 5 to about 10 minutes or so, starting to move into Oxford, areas around Riley Township. Some of those gustier winds likely staying just to the north of you. But if you're around Oxford, you can plan on seeing some briefly gusty winds as the storm starts to make its way into your neck of the woods. Meanwhile, we also have a few other spotty showers that are trying to go up throughout portions of Butler and Hamilton counties, so you can actually see over toward Middletown. We've got a small pocket of some moderate downpours coming down there now, and just within the last few minutes we've started to see another area of some light rain going up just between Monroe and Mason around I-75. On top of that too, we've got some other spotty to scattered development right around Hamilton County on the west side of town, closer to Colerain. Areas around Fairfield, you're going to start to see some heavier rain making its way into your neck of the woods here fairly soon. None of that is severe warn. All of that remains actually pretty tame compared to what's back out to the west, but I do still think there is going to be the potential for more thunderstorms to move into the Hamilton County here area throughout the next, I would say, 2 to 3 hours, all the way up until 10 o'clock tonight for that severe weather window lasting. That's also how long our severe thunderstorm watch is going to remain in effect. Sunman, you're getting some really good heavy rain down there right now as well. Not too much anymore at this point for northern Kentucky. Areas south of the 71-75 split, you do have some lighter downpours that are starting to move into Pendleton County and then back out toward Louisville. Watching all of this activity back out here as well. So be watching as that kind of tries to make its way northbound on 71. So we could start to see some additional thunderstorms moving into Carroll County as well as parts of Owen County if that cluster of storms can still hold together. Throughout the rest of tonight, we'll still hold on to that chance for some strong storms all the way through 10 o'clock. That's how long our severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect, and this is in effect for everybody throughout Warren County, areas of Butler County, Hamilton County as well, including many of our counties throughout southeastern Indiana. I think our primary concern is going to be that potential for some gusty winds closer to 60 miles per hour, as we are seeing with the one severe storm that has been issued for Butler County. So if we see any storms that could have winds up to 60 miles per hour, it would likely get a severe thunderstorm warning. Isolated, and I mean very isolated cases of some winds possibly gusting up to 70 miles per hour will be a possibility through tonight as well. And then as we head into the rest of the evening, still looking at the chance for frequent lightning and then heavy rain too. So Futurecast is going to walk us through. By the time we get to about 9 or 10 o'clock, we'll still see an area of showers and thunderstorms moving through Cincinnati. Again, after 10, it looks like our severe weather threat really kind of starts to close pretty quickly. From there, though, we are still going to see some rainfall moving into the area. I do think rain at this point for tomorrow is looking to be pretty likely. Rain with the potential for some embedded storms, but severe weather not as much of a concern for tomorrow by any means. It's just going to be an off and on rain shower that's consistent through the morning into the early afternoon and then likely wrapping up sometime late afternoon into tomorrow evening. From there, we will get some dry weather on Thursday, but heading into Memorial Weekend, we've got an impact day on Friday with a likely chance of some rain and thunderstorms returning to the area. Saturday at this point trending on the dry side. Keep in mind our temperatures are going to be a little bit more mild for Memorial Weekend, pretty close to normal for this time of year actually. And then from there, we'll see the chance for more rain as we wrap up the holiday weekend. Guys?
All right, Alice.